Hi, everybody. Everybody having a good week? Yeah, that's good to hear, because I'm not having a good week, guys. We're going to talk about it, okay? Listen, okay, this is traumatic. I was in my apartment the other day, and I overheard my roommate on the phone saying that she thinks my voice is annoying. Yeah. This is the part where you guys go, what? No, Brian! Your voice is wonderful. Sounds like velvet and student loan forgiveness. That's what you're supposed to say. I was already insecure about my voice to begin with, all right? I know it's high, it's nasally. No woman has ever been like, I just want a guy that sounds like my mom imitating my dad. Never. You know what's upsetting about that? My impression of a woman there is deeper than my actual voice. That's upsetting, okay? I got a lot of insecurities that I'm working through. It's bad. I'm already insecure about my appearance, you know? I feel like I look like a very boring, milquetoast white dude, you know? I feel like when I knock on doors, I go... Don't clap for that. And then when I answer the door, I look like I go, hi. Like, ugh. Ugh. Give me one of those sweaters that goes over the shoulder. Ugh, disgusting. I'm working through it, though. I'm working through it. I'm working through it with my therapist. I'm on BetterHelp. Anybody else on BetterHelp? Yeah, okay. So BetterHelp, it's a therapy app, if you don't know. And the name's actually kind of cool. It comes from like a longer, old-timey saying that people used to say. And the full phrase is, get BetterHelp somewhere else. It's not a good service. It's not, okay? My last therapist I was on there, I would talk about my issues with depression and anxiety, and he would go, that's a real shame. You know what would really help with that? The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Like, ugh. Do you remember that book, The Secret? That was a lady in the mid-2000s who said, you can change the universe if you just think positive. This lady invented manifesting. Do you understand that? Like, every annoying white girl with a vision board, like, that's who started it. The founding titan of manifesting, like, disgusting. I got a new therapist, though. I managed to manifest a new therapist, so yay, it was fun. I got a new one, though. She's cool, I like her, she's blunt, okay? She tells me what I need to hear, she doesn't sugarcoat. Too many therapists these days are too nice, right? They say things like, your feelings are so valid. And I gotta be like, no, they're not, Megan. I once cried because I wasn't elected president of my college improv troupe, okay? Like, not all feelings are valid. Sometimes you gotta be like, hey, none of this matters. This isn't important. Dominic is a little more charismatic than you are. Like, that's all. It's fine. It's been years. I'm over it. Improv people are very annoying people, though, I will say. Like, I was getting dinner with my college improv friends like a couple weeks ago, and we were the most annoying table, by far. I'm having dinner, and my friend just comes up to me out of the blue, just saying, he just goes, dude, did you know that Garfield's birthday is canonically on Juneteenth? Like, ugh. Who says that at dinner? That's true, by the way. That is a fact that gets much funnier the more you think about it, by the way. Just the idea of Garfield being like, what I really want is a plate of lasagna. But what I really want is reparations for black Americans. Like, that's fun. Usually that gets a laugh. It's okay. I guess Black History Month is over in Chicago. That's fine. Okay. Anyway. I like doing fun voices. I like doing fun voices because, you know, like, I don't like the way my voice normally sounds. Like, I didn't ask to sound like this. I didn't ask to sound like neurotic SpongeBob, you know? I feel like every time I try to have, like, a heartfelt conversation with someone, I feel like it's going to sound really cool, but on the outside it just goes, oh, Patrick, I don't think that Sandy likes me very much. Duh. Like, ugh. It's gross. I like doing different voices, different characters, because I think it's fun. It makes me happy. Like, recently, a character I've been doing right now, it's a nerd who fucks a lot. That's... Hear me out. You don't see that in media. That's what's lacking, okay? Because people are always like, oh, it's cool to be a nerd now. Like, no, it's not. Hot people just started wearing glasses. That's all. Trust me, those washboard abs, they're not moderating a Discord server, okay? If it was actually cool and desirable to be a nerd, you'd see a lot more pornos where a guy just goes, oh, I'm going to ejaculate. Like, you don't see that. I want calculations in there, right? I want a guy to go down on a girl and go, well, darling, if I calculate the centripetal force of my tongue divided by the hypotenuse between your labia and your clitoral hood, I should be able to help you achieve climax in 6 minutes and 43 seconds. I want that. Listen, if you guys hate this, how do you think my girlfriend feels? I do this with her in bed every night. Every night. Every night I go into bed, I go, honey, I've shaven my nether regions. I put the bald in Baldur's Gate 3. Like, that's, you know. We got a couple gamers in here, so that's good. I like it. I think doing voices are fun. I think it's a fun way to help cope with problems in society. I think it's a good way to help make you feel better, right? Like, I think funeral homes should just hire a guy who just goes to the family of the deceased and just goes, I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Schneider. I'm gonna have to sell you on this a little bit, I think. No, like, try, like, imagine you have like a family, they're crying, they're upset, and then a guy just comes up and he's like, you know, I think the body looks pretty good. There's nothing funnier than a guy that sounds like divorced Barney, right? Like, that's a voice that's been through stuff. I love you, you loved me. You know, like, that's a voice that's been through stuff. What else is going on with me? I got a haircut recently, guys. You should clap for that because I have social anxiety, okay? Oh, yeah. I'm a millennial, but I have the Gen Z personality. Now, okay, here's the thing. I'm from New York, okay? I'm living in New York City, but I'm from Long Island, a suburb outside there. So a city's a culture shock for me. Like, when I first moved to New York, I didn't even know what a bodega was, okay? I just thought that was a thing surfer dudes say when they get excited, you know? Whoa, dude, did you just rip that gnarly A-frame? Bodega, that's what I thought it was. And then I stepped inside a bodega and I was like, oh, it's a store with a cat. That's all it is, right? So it's a culture shock. When I get a haircut, I'm only comfortable getting my hair cut by Republican women, okay? That's my happy place. You know the type. Crop top, 45 years old, and she's mad that they censored Spaceballs on TNT. That's my happy place. But you go to the city and you only have like a couple options. You basically have barbers and overpriced salons, right? And I go to the barber because it's cheaper. And for some reason, barbers always really want to give me a fade. Do I look like I can pull off a fade? No, I look like a Norman Rockwell painting. There's no way. But every time they come over, they're like, yes, come here right now. Sit down. I give you a fade, okay? I gave my son fade. I gave my father fade. I gave my daughter fade. You get fade right now. I'm like, no. I like my Lego hair. Just want to plop it on and not think, okay? Different energies, right? A fade is for guys who are like, I get a lot of bitches. My hair is for people who are like, I take a lot of bitches on a coffee date, okay? We attract different kinds of bitches, and we can't overstep, okay? I can't get a fade, and fade guys can't start being like, this is my cat. His name is Ketchup. Like, you know. Ketchup's a quirky boy cat name. Ketchup sits on this stool like a human, okay? You can't have that with a fade. It's true. I want an uptick in cats named Ketchup over the next couple of years. I want that. Anyway, the other option is salons. And I don't like going to salons either because they're very overpriced and very bougie, okay? I once went to a salon that was so bougie that the lady who owned the place actually handed me a glass of wine while I was getting my hair cut. I don't trust that. Because you know why? Because that wine is going to be spiked, I'm going to get knocked unconscious, and when I wake up, gonna have a fade. I can't have that. All right, you guys have been fun. Thank you very much. I'm Brian Bueche.